What happens when someone lives vicariously through you? My roommate Sarah had been watching me live my life for 6 months, copying everything I did, wearing my clothes, and even trying to steal my identity. But when I found her wearing my wedding dress in my apartment, practicing vows to my fiancé, I realized she wasn't just obsessed with my life, she was planning to replace me entirely. Sarah moved in after responding to my Craigslist ad. She seemed normal enough, quiet accounting student, always paid rent on time. But within weeks, weird things started happening. She'd borrow my shampoo and come out with her hair styled exactly like mine. She started wearing similar outfits to my work clothes. When I bought a new lipstick, she'd buy the same one the next day. My friends started commenting on how much we looked alike now. Sarah had dyed her hair my exact color, started wearing contacts to match my eye color, even got the same haircut. She'd study my mannerisms and copy them so perfectly it was creepy. When I laughed, she'd practice my laugh later in her room. The stalking escalated quickly. She'd follow me to my job at the marketing firm, sitting in the coffee shop across the street for hours, taking notes. She memorized my schedule, knew when I went to the gym, when I grocery shopped. She started shopping at the same stores, buying identical items. Then she began inserting herself into my life. She showed up at my work party uninvited, introducing herself as my roommate to my colleagues. She friended my high school classmates on Facebook, commenting on old photos like she knew them. She even started dating a guy who looked exactly like my fiancé David. The breaking point came when David proposed. Sarah watched through the window as he got down on one knee in our living room. The next day, she disappeared for hours. Coming back with shopping bags, she hid in her room. She became obsessed with wedding planning, buying bridal magazines, and asking invasive questions about my dress size and ring size. I started hiding things from her. My wedding dress, my ring, important documents. But Sarah had been making copies of everything. She'd photographed my driver's license while I was sleeping, memorized my social security number from mail she'd stolen, even copied my signature by tracing it hundreds of times. 3 days before my wedding, I came home early from work with food poisoning. That's when I heard her voice coming from my bedroom. She was on the phone with someone, but she was using my voice, my speech patterns, my mannerisms perfectly. I crept closer and heard her say, "Yes, this is Andrea Martinez. I need to change my wedding venue to the Riverside Hotel." I burst through the door to find her wearing my wedding dress, holding my engagement ring with my driver's license and social security card spread across the bed. She'd been planning to show up at my wedding venue, claiming to be me, and marry David, while I was presumably too sick to attend. The police arrested her for identity theft and stalking. They found a storage unit filled with my stolen belongings, dozens of fake IDs with my information, and a detailed timeline of how she planned to completely take over my life, including forging documents to transfer my bank accounts and credit cards to her name. Sarah got 3 years in prison. David and I moved to a different state immediately after the wedding. We still check our credit reports monthly, and I've never had a roommate since.